So here's the first look. We have the two mouses with the HP Z3700 here on our left, and on our right we have the Razer deathadder Elite. I believe it's the version 1 because there is a new version 2 that's come out recently. This one is retailing around anywhere from $14.99 up to $17.99 online, and here we have the Razer around $34.99 upwards, obviously depending on where you shop, mainly from Amazon as always shop. So straight away you can notice the size difference here. Almost double the size. It doesn't look it there, but if I turn it sideways and look at that. So here we have one that's flat and one that's bridged. Completely different kettle of fish. So let's have a look at the HP first. Slide that over there. So here we go. So we've got the HP, weighing around 50 grams. It's a wireless, no software mouse, just absolute bod standard. There's probably bigger mouses to compare against and have about a battle against the gaming mouse than this one, but this is the one that I'm using. So here we have it. So it's an optical wireless mouse, 1200 DPI, non-adjustable, little rubber scroller. We have two little black clickers. I'm not sure where the battery is, I believe it's here, but the battery actually lasts about 16 months. Turn it on via a little switch here, obviously indicating it's on. And there's your little connect button for when you connect it to the little dongle. The dongle is actually a little USB stick that you stick in. USB 2, I believe. Nothing fancy. Run at 1200 DPI, and there we have it. So that's the first look. Very light, 50 grams, like I say. Yeah, not a bad mouse. Quite flat if you're holding it. I haven't got the biggest set of hands, but even my hand completely overlaps it. And there we have it. There's the HP Z3700. Onto the Razer. For that shot. So here's the Razer. Straight away you can see the striking colours of the scroll pad and the Razer logo. That is adjustable via a software which you download, which I believe is called, off the top of my head, Razer Synapse, something like that. You have pointer features for it being a gaming mouse. LED, two little clickers. You have your adjustable DPI here. It goes from 800, which is the lowest, all the way to 16K, which is the exact difference through these ones. To the side on the left, if you're right-handed, it's definitely the left-handed one, unless you want to play with your ring finger being the button one. Clickers, you have two buttons which are adjustable, customizable, sorry. You can either set it within the Razer app and have that set to certain buttons in every game, so it'll always be, for example, this will always be your number 1 button, or 1, and this will always be the 2 key, or you can just change it within the game. It is a wired optical mouse, beautiful wiring, thread, so it should be long lasting, optical. And that's the Razer. Then a few little details. Pricing at £35, weighs 105 grams, with a max DPI of 16,000, goes down to 800. Not too bad, not too shabby at all. So let's get both mouses now and have a little test. I think I'll be playing Apex. So let's have a play and I'll come up with my verdict. Right, so first up we've got the Razer deathadder Elite. So I've set the DPI to what I usually play with, and it's 1400, so just 200 extra from the HP. I'm just going to have a mess around and shoot some targets, just get a little bit of a feel, and we'll go from there, and I'll talk us through it. So, right, let's just pop something on here. I'm not the greatest at this game, I'll be honest. Oh, I can't hit me. I missed a standing target then. Shoot this. Oh, what's this one? Can I shoot that? Oh no, can't shoot this. I don't actually spend much time in the training round. Oh, standard fire. I think what separates gaming mice or peripherals to standard mouse is the extra DPI customization and the 2 extra buttons that you get. So for me, I've set sprint for the one, and then slide or crouch, toggle crouch. So for me, really works for me. But obviously, you can set it to whatever you want. It's obviously customizable within the game, and I think that's what really sets this out from any other normal mouse that you'll have. In terms of weight, yes, it's double the weight of the HP, but you do not feel it. You're not holding it constantly. You don't notice weight. I think if someone said this was a kilo, you'd be like, oh right, okay, cool. You'd be like, oh, it's a bit heavy for a mouse, but you will not notice it. Oh, that was a nice little pop shot thing. Snapped right onto that target. So I don't think weight's too much of an issue, to be honest with you. I don't know, maybe if you get really serious, maybe, I don't know, or if you're carrying it on a plane, I don't know. Anyway, I think the only thing I'd say is the comfort. Obviously, being a bit bulkier, not used to it, you do notice the fact that your hand's a bit bridged more than usual and a bit stretched, and obviously you got to get used to your thumb being active while you're playing games, which I don't, well, to be honest with you, for me it didn't take too long to get used to for some reason. Maybe I was just lucky, but hey ho. So let's just have a little snap. But yeah, it's not actually too bad. I'd probably, I don't know, out of 5 in terms of gaming, I'd probably give it a 4, maybe 4.5, because it is quite nice. And I think the changeable DPI, obviously some of you, if you like it faster, if I change this, boost this to the next level, whoa, I could not play with it like this. I'm hardly moving the mouse. And then if I knock it back to where I am and then knock it down one, this is 800 DPI. Oh sorry, the previous one was 2100. Now this is 800. It's a bit too slow for me, so knock it back to normal, put it full. Probably is what you get used to, and if I knock it full, you just couldn't not use that. This is for tight spaces, I'm pretty sure. Let's knock it down to 800. Okay, back to where we are. Boom. So yeah, overall, I think it makes me feel like I'm a pro gamer, even though I'm not. And I actually really love it. I think it's a good buy. I think for the price, it's real good. But one thing I will say is I don't know if it's the material or the way my hand is. I don't know. I don't think it's the way my hand is. I think it's the material and how the mouse is. My palms seem to sweat quite a lot with this, and you probably see on the pictures that there's a bit of residue on there. It's a bit weird, and it does get a bit irritating. My hand gets a bit warm, but hey ho. But yeah, otherwise than that, not bad. Now on to the HP. Right, so we're on the HP now. Straight away changed over. I've lost the buttons on the side which I'm used to, so I'm trying to remember what sprint was. I've got no sprint. I've got no crouch, or have I? No, I haven't. Oh, I've worked out the menu though. All good. Well, yeah, so I need to work out the buttons again. Straight away, it is a lot slower. It's something that I'm used to, but at the same time, it is a bit odd. It's a lot slower in response, I'll notice. I don't know, it's obviously just me, but I also feel like I'm reloading a lot more. Obviously, it's not me. I've lost sprint. No. I think that's a real bummer. I think you would not realise it if you care package. I don't think you'd realise it if you never bothered with a gaming mouse and you're just stuck with this one. I don't think you'd miss having 2 buttons, obviously, because you wouldn't know what it's like. But not having those 2 buttons really makes a difference. So on to the final question. Is it worth buying a gaming mouse over a regular mouse? I think so. I think for the extra 2 buttons that you get, or the extra how many buttons that you can get onto your gaming mouse, the adjustable DPI to make it customizable, and obviously the cool aesthetics, I think it's pretty cool. I think it would improve your gaming. I know when I play games, it makes me feel like a pro. As stupid as it sounds, I'm not that good at the games, but it makes you feel cool. So yeah, I think it's worth it. Don't go over the top because I don't think it's worth spending more than the £40 like this has. I think this is more than capable of providing you what you want. You know, and I don't think you should go after a game mouse that's above 16,000 DPI because, as you saw from the video, it is impossible to use. So I think anywhere up to 3,000 is plenty. But something that's non-adjustable like this one, I don't think's enough to keep up with, say, games like Legends or CS:GO. I think if you're playing games like Fallout or little single player games that it doesn't really matter, I think this is more than capable. But if you're going online and doing more extreme gaming, this is a lot better choice. So there I have it. That is my verdict on Gaming Dad, and I hope you've enjoyed it.